Do you want to start cooking more meals from home but find the process to be too long or stressful? Do you ever wish that you could find the process of cooking to be peaceful or, dare I say, actually look forward to it? Well, the truth is, the reason you might not enjoy cooking may have nothing to do with cooking itself. And today I'll be sharing the exact things that took me from avoiding the kitchen to finding joy in it. And the first thing is to start in a clean kitchen. Once your way to already be ready to throw in the towel before you even started cooking is to start in a messy kitchen. Cooking can easily create a huge mess on its own. And so one way to get ahead of that and make cooking more manageable is to start with a clean kitchen. And obviously only you are the one that can set the standard for what clean means for your kitchen. But what I'm really referring to is having a cleared off countertop and making sure that the tools and utensils that you're going to need for the meal are cleaned and ready to be used. A cleared off countertop makes it so much easier to put things aside as you're prepping things and as you're cooking things and taking things out of the oven, just having somewhere for it to go. This just makes it so much easier as I'm cooking to make sure that I have room to do everything I need and have multiple things going at once. An older woman once told me that she would much rather have more counter space over more cooking space, and I totally see what she means. And so with whatever amount of counter space you do have, just try to optimize that by clearing it off ahead of time and just making sure that your tools and utensils are cleaned. And after my kitchen is ready, I then will set out all of my ingredients. Setting out my ingredients really helps me prepare in three main ways. The first way is to just let me see what I have on hand and just double check and make sure that I have everything that I'm gonna need. And if not, then I can just ask my husband to pick it up on his way home from work. And then the second way that it helps me is that I am able to cut down on the time it takes for me to cook when it's actually time to get started. So if I've done this in the morning or in the afternoon, it just really helps me cut down on the time that I'm spending in the kitchen in the evening time when everybody's starting to get hungry and ready to eat dinner. But then lastly, it helps me with preparing my mind for the act of cooking later in the day. It just kind of gets me in that mode of thinking already before I step foot in the kitchen. And I just want to clarify that when I am talking about setting out my ingredients earlier in the day, I'm really just referring to the things that will not perish by being on the countertop for hours. So the perishable things, I will wait until obviously I'm in the kitchen later, and then I'll just pull those things out. And then the next thing that really helps me with actually enjoying cooking is to have good equipment and tools. Early on as a new wife, I learned that this can make or break cooking for me. And so I grew up in a very resourceful home. And so we probably held on to things longer than we needed to. And so we had this can opener that I would use for years on end, and every time I needed to open up a can, it was just like a added stress because it just never worked right and you had to kind of rig it up a certain way to get it to work. But then when I got married and started to cook in my own kitchen and I had a brand new can opener and I'm using it, I'm just like, I saw just how smooth and reliable a brand new can opener can be. And I was like, I have been fighting with this can opener for so many years of my life and it only costs like $5. And so I'm like, it could have been so easy so much sooner, but I really just didn't realize like how much of a difference that makes for me personally. This is just so important for me when it comes to cooking. And so if it's something that's a basic tool that I need to use a lot in my kitchen and I don't have it, or if I do have it, the one that I do have is no longer useful. And so I'm having to work it just right every time I need to use it. That's actually causing me more stress and making me less likely to enjoy the process of cooking. And so if it's within my budget, I will try to go ahead and replace it, because what I'm not trying to say is that you need the latest and the greatest when it comes to these kitchen utensils and tools. But if it's something that you will realistically use often and you will actually find helpful and useful, I think you should really consider it, especially if it's within your budget. And so in line with having the proper cooking utensils, one thing that was a necessity for me as a new cook was to have a vegetable chopper. I recommend this to any new cook. And if I ever see it on people's wedding registries, this is the gift that I buy for them. Because for me, when I started cooking, I used to roll my eyes when I would see that a recipe would call for a diced onion, which is like on every single recipe. So I was just constantly stressed out every time I had to cut an onion, in addition to all the other new steps that I was still learning. And so this just really helped me cut down on the stress of cooking. It did it for me and it was so simple. Now I don't really use mine. It's just kind of in the back of the cabinet collecting dust, unfortunately, because I just feel like all the extra steps of having to wash it and put it together is just too much for me. So I have been able to learn how to cut an onion pretty quickly over time, but I really use this probably, I would say 90% of the time when I was cooking. But this really made a huge difference when it came to me even approaching cooking on a day-to-day basis. But if you feel like chopping up vegetables is too time consuming or will be a hindrance to you cooking more, I really suggest that you look into to this very helpful tool, and I will link one below in the description, either the one that I have exactly or one that's very similar. So you can check that out below if you're interested. Lastly, after you have planned, prepped, and cooked the meal, the last way to enjoy cooking is to not have to worry about washing dishes after, and that you have the dishes handled by somebody else. I grew up in a home that used the fully functioning dishwasher as a drying rack. And I'm sure others have probably had the same experience as me growing up, where your family didn't really use the dishwasher for washing dishes. But when I first started cooking, the dishes were no longer an extension of that process. And so in our home, we allow our modern blessings of the dishwasher to work for us. And so we will fill it full with all of these smaller things like the plates, the utensils, and the tools that I use to cook, anything that is dishwasher safe. And this just reduces a large amount of dishes that need to be hand washed. And then ever since I've been married, my wonderful husband will wash all of the big pots and pans, so that the dishes, for the most part, are none of my business. And so if you have older kids, or if your husband is able to help you, I really suggest, if possible, to just have the dishes be handled by your dishwasher first, if you have one, and then by anyone else in the house that can just really help you out in this area. Because even just the cooking and getting all of that stuff taken care of, like, that was a lot of work already on your part. So if you're not having to worry about the dishes afterwards, then that will make you more inclined to want to make more meals the next day. And so with all of those small changes, I've gone from having zero desire to cook to now actually looking forward to the evening when I can cook new meals for my family. And if you found any of these tips helpful, please like this video. And so what I found is that actually enjoying cooking has a lot more to do with the process that surrounds it than the task itself. And so if you're someone who is struggling to actually enjoy cooking, please comment below letting me know which part of the process you dislike the most. And if you enjoyed this video, please share with someone who you think would find this video helpful, and subscribe for more helpful content like this. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and stay blessed.